Greetings and salutations and welcome one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Deadless Gamer, and welcome to this Wednesday's playthrough of Dungeons & Dragons Curse of Strahd. I am, of course, your GM for the evening, and joining me today are these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support my channel, and I think the audio has started too early. Go away, you. Shoo, 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 shoo. Sorry, I've got my creepy music playing in the background.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Yeah, I know. I haven't even said anything. First of all, I'd like to start the stream today by thanking everyone who participated in the hype train, which is currently going on for the next 40 seconds. Thank you so much. It always confuses and bewilders me and throws out my pacing every time there's like a freaking hype train before I've even gone live. Then I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta go say thank you because you guys are awesome. So very, very big thank you to Hester, Noria, Play Nerds Ally for all of the wonderful bits and these subs. You guys are amazing, and thank you sincerely for your continued support. It's always very, very meaningful for me. And yay, and Subgen. Hi, Subgen.
Yay.
Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Quirky Little Fox. I'm so glad that you got to hang out today. Yay! So because I know we missed pods earlier on today, so I'm glad to see you, Subgen. Hopefully, you'll get to really get your dag fixed today. All right, now to begin today's session, let us of course throw the ball over to our wonderful players and find out the characters that they will be enjoying over the course of today's session. Starting, of course, with none other than the delightful Ipselus.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Ipselus. I am with my bejeweled wings, I hail from the nine hells, coming to bring some a little bit of chaos, which is weird for a hell being. But mostly I just don't understand where the hell I am or what the hell is going on.
It's a lot of hell.
Yeah, that's a lot of hell.
It's super delightful.
And speaking of hell, you've got some companions there with you.
I do. I've got my little baby. So we had Fruit Loop, who died. Fruit Loop died.
Oh, no.
But from the death of Fruit Loop, we have Fruit Loop's babies. There's Banana Spike, there is Crab Apple, and Sour Grapes. And they're all great. And they like the taste of human blood. It's nice. They're nice.
So if anyone wants to know if I have control of this game, I will refer you to Ipselus and continue. Next up, of course, we have...
Banana's name like 5 times. You've changed his name 5 times.
Did I? Ipselus.
No, not Ipselus, the banana. The banana.
Oh, the banana. Oh, yeah. Wasn't it Banana Split?
It was Banana Split, then Banana Sting, then back to Banana Split, now it's Banana Spike. That's 4.
Yeah.
I think
I've
it's sometime we
always
did
called
that.
it Banana Spike.
I feel like
I don't know what's going on over there.
I feel, given the nature of bananas, right? Like, you know, bananas and pears, right, are like these kind of fruits that if you look away from them for too long, they spoil, right? Like, you put a banana on the bed, you're like, I was gonna eat that. Oh, what the hell? Right?
Banana Splat.
No.
Instead of Banana Split.
No. I think because the banana should look the oldest of them, it should just be Nana Spike.
Not a spike.
It's actually not a banana at all. It's an onion, and you're just peeling back the layers of its personality.
Gains a new
That's
name
right.
each peel.
Yep.
No, she's a softie.
Oh, good.
Argento's just over there just going...
Very quickly, welcome to the witchiest _tar. Nice to meet you. My name is Michael. I'm the Deadless Gamer, and I can't explain what's happening. Next up is, of course, Argento, played by our wonderful Charles. Hello, Charles.
How's it going?
Tell us about your character, if you will.
Argento is a hopeless paladin. I think he's supposed to be a paladin, but he didn't get the memo on that one. So he's a bit of a mess when it comes to being a paladin. But he's learning the ways, and he's been recently knighted by the great and I guess son of Argentvost. So he's now a Sir Argento, and he's sort of wrapping his head around how he's going to deal with being noble now, on top of trying to be all paladin-y without being able to throw some some cabbages at people here and there.
Yeah, paladin wielding cabbages.
Yes, and eating anything.
And eating everything. I feel like there is most of Fruit Loop still working its way through your system as well.
Effects of this.
Next up, of course, we have the delightful Vigog.
Hello. How are you? How are you, Michael?
Tell us about. I'm well, thank you. Tell us about yourself and the character that you're going to be playing.
I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. I play Vigog, the Goliath wizard. He is a chronomancy wizard, and he is currently on the search for one of his students who may be in the town that we are currently in, but we have no idea. And that's what we're here to find out. So, yeah.
Very well. And hopefully you'll be able to find your missing student somewhere lurking among the people here. Next, of course, we have the delightful Demiro, being played by the even more delightful Tim. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Michael. So, Demiro comes from lands afar, seeking not fortune and glory, as many adventurers are, but new experiences, new people, new things to eat and drink and try. He wants to dig under every nook and cranny and greet the hags and go on a date with them. He'll talk with anyone about anything, and if it comes down to it, skewer them with the pointy end of a rapier, or maybe a flute pipe that plays a tune as the blood drains out of it.
Oh, that seems like a pretty reasonable thing to do to people. Yeah.
At least it's musical.
At least it's musical. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would like to give a very special, very warm, and very gracious welcome to none other than the GM Workshop. G'day, Workshopians. Welcome in. Hope that your stream went really well. Let's give you a big old shout out right there. Guys, if you haven't checked out GM Workshop, they run some amazing games over on their channel. I find myself lurking there more often than I really should. But it's such easy listening when you're doing your prep work or when you're just hanging out. It's great community and wonderful people. As for me, those of you who have just joined us, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. We are about to play Curse of Strahd. We're meeting the characters, which are, of course, Ipselis, our systemic hybrid. What's your class again? I keep forgetting.
Me, I'm actually a ranger.
Ranger, yes. Systemic hybrid
ranger. I'm a planar or a horizon walker.
Ah, that's right. Yes, no, I do recall. Then we have Argento, our Dragonborn Paladin, Vigog, our Chronomancing Goliath, Demiro, our Satyr Bard, and introducing Esther, being played by our wonderful McBluff, who is, of course, our Changeling Cleric. Yay! Tell us about yourself and, of course, the character that you're playing.
Oh, sorry. Well, my name's McKinley, but y'all somehow along the way, my name became Mac. I'm no longer McKinley. My name's been legally changed.
Well, because you're McKinley and McBluff, and the only thing they have in common is the Mac bit.
Wouldn't it be make more sense for me to be like Mick or Mickey? That's what my friend. That's
Look,
what my
I'm
sister's
Australian.
friend told
We
me was
make
we'll probably just move on to Big Mac soon.
Yeah, see, we're not American either, so we don't have that whole "Hey, how's it going, Mac?" We don't have that. No way.
We have that?
No.
Yeah, no.
We have that. Anyways,
You do now.
Yeah, we do now.
Oh, I forgot Esther existed for a second after all that. Esther is a changeling grave cleric who, at the moment, has a mission from one of her. They're not quite called gods; they're called Loas. They're kind of like they're more intermediaries and like considered deities. To collect on the souls of the revenants within the dragon's mansion called Argynvostold, as well as a vampire keeping them at bay, who is as well one of them. And I think that was because we can't get Strahd, unfortunately. Can't quite get him with the soul bag, but who knows?
All right.
But she's on a mission to collect souls.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Well,
She's soul searching.
Soul searching.
Oh my god.
That's okay. Demir will be always with you to raise your spirits.
That's my job. That is my job. And the mirror friends takes it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's give a quick thanks to our sponsors that are, of course, Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork that you can see if Michael can spell freaking sponsors. For the wonderful artworks that you can see on the screen. We also give thanks to Sirenscape for the beautiful sounds and Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. Now, as we cast our minds back to the realm of Barovia, where the night is endless and the clouds hang over the sky like a dreaded cloak, casting its shadows, twisting through the forests, the mountains, and the poor, misbegotten hamlets that lurk within this dreaded realm. Our heroes have managed to make their way to the town of Vallaki, nestled in the central part of the Barovian countryside. Here they are hoping to try and find clues and evidence to the whereabouts of Jade, one of Vagag's students, who was sighted in the area not too long ago, whilst at the same time making their way back to Castle Ravenloft after an excursion into the dreaded castle found them teleported and cast to the other side of Barovia. Now, as our heroes arrived in the town of Vallaki, they found it in mid-celebration. Joyous rings cried out from throughout the streets as people, men, women, children, and the like, were talking about the newest of the festivities that they were about to celebrate. They were offering food, they were offering weapons, because that's what they were doing, and much, much more. There was a simple happiness around the people who seemed to be very friendly and very much interested in showing everyone in the group how amazing the town of Vallaki was. Upon request, the group was taken to go and see the Burgermeister. A lovely couple greeted them. The couple's names escape me right now, but I will recall them.
Lydia Petrova and Soldar Garovich.
Yes. If that's what they are, then that's what they are. I do have it. It is... Ta-da! Here we go. Yes, Baron Vargas Valavic and his lovely wife. Lovely wife, whose name is not here, but is probably somewhere very inconvenient. Oh, here we go. Baroness Lydia Petrovna.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Petrovna.
So, these two, this lovely couple greets you at the entrance to their large estate. You mentioned that you are seeking one of your missing companions and are trying your very hardest to find where they happen to be. They said that they hadn't seen or heard from Jade, but have asked that you stay in town. If you give them a moment, they can quickly search through their records and see if anyone has made a note of a traveler, having stayed for an extended period in town. You are shown back to a small sitting room where our heroes began to gaze over the various trophies and trinkets that lined this very, very humble-looking sitting room. It is then that a strange sculpture caught the attention of our heroes. A bear's head mounted on the wall, with strangely deep human eyes. But the deeper our heroes ended up looking into it, the more things became unsettled. Before they knew it, the head began to move and let loose a bellowing, terrifying yowl. Almost as if the bear itself had come to life. It turned its jaws upward as it opened its maw. Nope.
I would like to say that was very uncool of the bear.
That
You
was. Can you guys hear that?
I just
I
can't
kind
bear.
I
of is
cannot.
barely. It's being too weird.
Oh, go away!
He's like, I barely hear it. No
All right.
bearable.
Well, hopefully it'll start roaring in a second. But yes. All right. And it is here that we take up our adventure. In the drawing room.
It's Bo. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. The head of the bear looks to you and roars once again, snorting, growling. It looks on with wary eyes.
Here.
All right.
Uh,
What do you do? What is your reaction
Is
to
it still
this?
stuck in the wall?
Yes, indeed.
it's like a head mount. It's like
Yeah, it's
like
basically
flaps
like a severed head
board.
mount.
Yeah.
Right.
More for Percy Jackson.
Does it look just like a normal bear's head would look? Like it looks like an animal, or at least it was an animal.
No, it does look like it has several peculiarities, in particular the eyes. The eyes
Okay.
do not have that kind of animalistic black and brown look that bear eyes tend to have. They have the white sclera and a very almost human looking gaze. All I want is a
Hello?
bear noise. Can I have a bear noise, please?
How's that?
Thank you, Neil.
Yeah. Do we all do it? We should just all do it together.
I'm good. I'm fine. Really. I'm fine.
No, not for Mac.
I will activate.
Tiny bear. Sorry.
I'll activate universal speech and ask it if it needs assistance getting out of the wall. You seem to be a bit stuck there.
All right. As you speak to it, your voice carries, and it seems to calm for but a moment. It turns and replies, I can't feel anything. My arms, my legs, nothing will obey.
It does appear that you might just be ahead.
Oh.
What has become of me?
What's the last thing you remember?
The trees. The smell of rain. Then pain.
Are you alive? Or do you think maybe you're a ghost?
I know not.
Esther, that might be your area of expertise. Our good fellow bear here is not sure how he got here and wasn't aware that he has no body anymore.
Okay. I wasn't able to hear
Is
it
it
or
alive?
communicate. That was just you, Demir. So I wasn't able to hear exactly what was happening.
So I asked the bear if it needed help, and it said it couldn't feel its body, and the last thing it remembered was being in the woods, and it's not even sure if it's actually alive, and neither am I. So I was asking you if you can ascertain whether this thing is actually still living or if it's just possessed or something like that.
Gotcha.
Do I recognize that the bear calmed down when Demiro started talking to him?
Yes, it did. It seems to go from like this very aggressive sort of sound to more like a mumbling, grumbling kind of noise.
Sure.
Also, before I move on, I would like to give a super special thank you to none other than the wonderful and delightful Ira Janasi for the $80
Oh my
donation.
God!
Thank you
$80.
so much.
Wow.
For that, we have given natural 20s to not only the GM, but Ipselis, Vigog, and Argento. You're all now the proud new owner of the shinies.
Yay!
I love this
have
imagery.
shiny things.
I do
I'll
love
use
this
them to save my babies from Argento.
Yeah, I feel like on the one hand, Ira Janasi has of course helped you all out. However, she has also loaded the bases for me to throw something super big and scary at you because I'm like, yeah, they're fine. They've got nat 20s and things. There's still that elder brain dragon lurking around as well.
Ah!
Just saying.
He's still.
Yeah.
He saves that to threaten me with. So
Yes, it's rude.
Just you.
Rude.
Demiro, would you be willing to ask it where it came from? Like, which forest is near here, or?
Sure. Who knows which forest it was actually in
I
last?
mean, I don't know. Just
The Barovian forest.
okay.
Can I try to do a little just like animal handling to make sure that it is friendly to us and not, going to get aggressive again and start screaming?
I was hoping Esther would be able to tell us if it's undead.
I can do that. Y'all just. Sorry. Okay, I can do that. Did you want me to? I can use Eyes of the Grave, I believe. Yeah. Wait. Let me make sure it doesn't need my.
So trying to keep this moment in roleplay versus mechanics. Ipsalis, you don't need to make an animal handling check. This is clearly a conversation that is going reasonably well. There's no sign of aggression. Normally you would look at signs like the haunches on its back or the ridge on its neck in order to determine if something's flaring up or about to become aggressive. It doesn't display any of that. Esther, taking a gaze over the creature, you kind of determine that what it is actually a very unique type of construct. It is called a taxidermied creature. This taxidermied creature borders along the undead with a number of methods of making them, ranging from just simple animations to motions, but this seems to be able to react in a very determined way. You think that there's something more at play here, but you're not sure exactly what. But for the most part, it is more of a golem than it is a undead.
Interesting.
Now, as you are speaking to it, you hear the sounds of footsteps beginning to come down the corridor.
Tell it to stop moving for a sec.
It automatically stops moving. As marching down the walkway,
They were outside.
well, look, it's easier than me putting them on another map, okay?
Yeah.
Entering the door, the Burgomeister walks in. Yes, Esther. Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. Sorry.
There you are. All right.
Okay.
Now, as the Burgomaster stands the entranceway, I can't remember his voice. I'm going to make up a new one. What was his name again? His name was...
Vargas.
Vargas Valovich.
Vargas. Yes, this sounds like a Vargas. Ah, yes, my friends. Welcome. Oh my, sorry, I didn't mean to. You can just push past me right there. I mean, that's a bit rude, but that's fine. Well, I managed to find the records you were looking for. He enters and strolls into the room, standing pretty much right next to the head that was talking to you. Yes, thanks to the efforts of my good wife, we did find that someone had recently stayed at the local inn, claiming to be claiming to have the name of Jade, I believe.
Oh, that's great news.
Yes, the best of news.
Which motel was it? Which inn was it? Sorry.
The Blue Water Inn in town. Not too far, in fact. You're almost there.
Thank you.
When did they check in?
At this point, the wife speaks up. Oh, they weren't here long. They moved away from town, I'm afraid. This was dated back about 2 months ago, with only a 3-day stay listed. I'm sure if you were to ask around the tavern, they'd be able to tell you where you could find your missing person. I'm so sorry that we couldn't offer you more.
Well, it's been a great assistance.
Yes, glad to oblige.
I don't. This is Vagog just thinking. He doesn't really believe it because since we've been to Valaki before and he knows the tales of everyone just kind of staying here. I don't really believe them. Like, can I do a check for that or?
No, if you don't believe them, there's nothing I can do to make you believe them.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. That's just.
I mean, what would you rather me do? You kind of.
I
You
think
and I
he
have
wants
this thing where
to,
you roll a dice,
I
you
wanna
roll a
make-
one, and I tell you
yes.
that they're fine, and then you still don't trust them. I mean, we'll skip over the dice roll. Just tell us what you want to do.
Okay. I don't know. I don't believe him, but I'll.
He wants to know if they're
go along
lying.
with it. Yeah. Basically, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't believe him, but I gotta go along with it. And thank you very much for helping us. Is there anything I could do? Or is there anything we could do for you guys since you helped us?
Ah, well, now that you ask, seeing as you're offering so kindly, your missing person. Well, it's strangely not the only case of people going missing, you see. Number of people in our estate have actually gone missing as well. We would be looking for them ourselves, but of course we are vastly busy with our duties as, of course, Burgomaestre and Mistress. If perhaps you were staying in town for a while, if you could look into the disappearances, we would be most grateful.
What do you guys think?
I mean, it might help us find more clues as to what happened to your student.
Oh, certainly. I could certainly use a little. I do need to go hunting a bit, see what's what out there. There might be an opportunity for that. I do need something for my little babies. You see the fruit sort of just like hanging out various spots, like peeking out of his backpack or on his head. Just need to make sure they're good. Besides, I could probably come up with a few skins, get a little bit of gold, help pay for things. And who knows what else we might need.
Well, very good. Well, if you would like, I'm sure that the maid will be more than able to answer any questions that you have. As we mentioned, very busy and all that. But afterwards, if you simply head out the door and to the right, you should find the tavern that you found that we last saw your dear what was her name, Jade. Yes.
Thank you very much.
We wouldn't need any papers or anything, would we, from you?
No, it's a
Everyone
tavern.
seems fairly accommodating here.
Ah, yes. No, the people of Valaki are quite accommodating, you'll find. Well, till we meet again. He excuses himself, and his wife bows and also leaves.
Okay. Oh, they just leave us here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's some good news. I don't particularly believe that Jade left town, but we go with what we get.
Well, so who were we approached by last week? There was not approached by. There was one of the kids from church.
So they were gonna bring us somewhere, and we ended up finding out they were gonna bring us to the well.
Mm-hmm.
So then,
And then we got interrupted by the bards who didn't want us to go to the well.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking perhaps if I took that little acolyte, perhaps hunting, then we could have a little chat. A bit more.
Oh, Argento?
No, the little acolyte last week.
Oh.
What? Do you remember that? Have you been poisoned too much?
I have been
God,
poisoned way too
is it
much.
Is it affecting your short-term memory?
I ate a biscuit last week.
But 10
I'm
minutes
so
ago.
happy.
Vagog, it's not like it happened 2 weeks ago. Good Lord.
Oh my God, has it only been 10 minutes? It feels like 2 weeks. Oh my God. Oh no. It's already affecting me.
That's right.
Did we want, I'm kind of whispering this to everyone, did we want to bring the statue with us? We could bring him back to where he...
What? Which
Mhm.
statue?
The bear. The bear head. The talking bear head.
Do we want to rob
No!
the mayor,
No.
essentially, of this town, is what you're asking.
You said it, not
Let
me.
me just
I
be
didn't.
very clear. This is what you are asking.
No. The bear asked it.
We're doing great.
So, I would like to point out that perhaps the needs of the bear, while they are important, are not quite as important as not destroying instantaneously our relationship with the rulers
True,
of this
okay.
town.
You're right. They helped me. I just thought maybe we should help the bear. I don't know.
I'm going to go head over to the bear's head. Does it still look friendly?
Yes. I see the look on your face. Okay.
Oh no!
Wait,
Oh.
there's no look.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
True, Magog did leave, so.
someone has ordered from the secret menu.
Oh no!
It was a
What?
joke, but I don't.
No!
But I don't lie on these jokes. So
Oh no!
Well, I guess my question is null and void.
well, I mean, it might be a thing. Let's hear your
Shut
question real quick while I do this completely innocent, non-game breaking thing.
I don't even know what's on the secret menu, and I know it's bad.
Oh, you don't know what? I think you know what's on the secret menu. I think you know what's on the secret menu.
I think I do. Uh-oh.
We know who it is.
I'm just
We're
trying to
looking at
pet
him.
the bear. I'm just trying to pet the bear head. That's all I'm trying to do.
It was not Ire Genasi. No, it wasn't.
It was not. No, we know who it is. We know who it was.
All right, but yes, Esther, you can.
Yes, I can ask.
Yeah. Please do. The more time you can buy
Please
me, the
do.
better.
Whenever Esther looks at someone's memories, they don't realize it, do they?
Unless they make their saving throw. If they don't make their saving throw, then they
Wait,
do.
there was
not.
a saving throw? I
Is
don't
there a saving
remember.
throw?
Ipsis, did you have a saving throw? No, I just saw the memory and you said you didn't realize. Or
Oh, you mean sorry? Yeah, no. Those ones are fine. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Well, I would do something, but you said to buy you time, and I don't want to make you do something else while you're doing.
No.
whatever
Tell
this
me.
is,
Tell me. I'm a very skilled individual.
He's very skilled.
Okay.
Well, if I can glean that Vagog is not trusting this situation, then at some point, maybe not now as you're leaving, but if we see the Burgomaster again, I could try to figure out when was the last time he saw Jade. If you're really that suspicious. But if you're not that suspicious, you're like, something's off, then I won't do it. Like, I won't. But if you're just like, something is happening and it's involving Jade specifically, then I can do it. It's like, if you think, yes, I really need to figure out what he knows, then I can do it. But if you're like, something in general is wrong, then I won't do it.
Basically, I think what it is Vagog needs a little bit more information onto whether he fully believes it or not. But right now he just doesn't trust them. But he'll because of the whole like once you come to Vallaki, you don't really leave because everyone is so happy that they never want to leave.
We left.
You know. Yeah, but we had we
came back.
Yeah, true. We never really ate anything though. Now I guess I kind of do like being here a little, but
Now you have eaten something.
I guess it depends how advanced do you think your student was?
Well, she was one of the top students along with Soren.
So you don't think that maybe she would have figured out what was going on like we did?
True, maybe, yeah.
What were they doing here, your students?
They were sent on a quest to kind of figure out what was going on here. And then when they suddenly
We didn't know it was a trap at the time.
Yeah. So that's why I came to come rescue them and find out what was going on. And then I got caught in the fog with you guys, and now
the reason why I asked is because Demiro brings up a good point of what were they here for. Maybe if she was one of your smarter students, she was realizing that something wasn't right here either, and she continued on. So
yeah, well, it was like a quest given by the Council of Fairhaven. They would have asked my top students to go check it out, because they trusted in their abilities. So because people are disappearing around that area, so
people are pretty forthcoming with information here, or at least information they're allowed to tell. So unless anyone expressly forbid or blocked their minds from talking about your students, then we might be able to dig up. So then when people weren't seeing where they went or what they said or something like that, maybe.
Possibly,
I think the good thing is we'll go to the Blue Water Inn, and they, as they said, they'll probably have some information on maybe where she went or where she's at or what she was asking. Especially since we found your other students, maybe they got separated and she was looking for them. So
that is also true.
So what exactly did the Burgermeister say about Jade?
They stayed here for 3 days. Well, no. They said there was a Jade who checked in to the inn a couple of months ago for a 3-day stay. That's pretty much all the information that we got.
And then they said that she left as well.
No, they just said it was a 3-day stay.
Yeah. I think that we should go and check with the inn then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's interesting that the Burgermeister's asked us to look at other missing people, but I suspect it's more a case that they're not used to anyone leaving, perhaps, rather than people going missing. But in their mind, that's
so maybe missing. They just want us to bring back the missing people, so they Well, yeah, I'd be down to do this, because that way we can find out what's going on, and if we help the Burgermeister, they might actually help us even further with Strahd, even maybe.
I'm wondering whether the Burgermeister and his wife are equally trapped here, or if they are running the trap.
Yeah.
Haven't seen anything conclusive one way or the other yet.
I wonder if
the young
boy that was leading us here, he was trying to bring us to the well.
Well, I was going to ask the Burgermeister about that, but he left the room. But the other question I have was, didn't Sir Tim tell us that the Burgermeister here was evil? He told us something about Velaki. Because he said that he was in near Velaki and that he was keeping a watch over it because somebody here was doing evil things for Strahd or something along those lines, if I remember correct.
I mean, that sounds about right. I can't remember if it was the Burgermeister or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember as well. Was it the Burgermeister or was it well, I guess the mayor is the Burgermeister. I don't know. But he was, or if you guys remember, Tim was saying there was something evil going on here. So I'm wondering if these people are, as you know, we just pointed out. Don't know.
Do we see the minstrels again? Or do we just hear it?
You can definitely hear the sounds of minstrels outside.
Yeah.
Would I be able to use my official inquiry thing at the inn, or do I have to use it on like the mayor, the Burgermeister?
You would have to use it on the Burgermeister.
Okay. All right.
Also, quick shout out and thank you to our raiders from Ardana's channel. Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Yay!
You're about to encounter something very interesting, donated by our wonderful friend Notu, who has bought off the secret menu, which we've been teasing for a while. We're not gonna lie, we've been teasing it for a while. It's been hanging over like a guillotine over this group. It is now in fruition, and I've just finished the encounter, which has changed the entire scope of how I'm doing Velaki now. So,
yeah.
like when
This may solve all our problems with Velaki.
Well,
So-
if the mayor's
so
we can go get that mayor.
please,
This
with
does explain Velaki a lot, though.
it does a little bit. That's kind of what I like about it. All right, so without any further ado, allow me to introduce to you guys the new edition of Curse of Strahd as we land ourselves here.
Oh no. Oh no. What's going on? What are you doing?
All right, and for our audience, now. The mists that swirl around Barovia are no stranger to any of the travelers who have managed to make their way through the dark and foreboding streets here. The mist, the slow mist,
I was like, whoa.
the chilled out mist. Thank you. Jesus. Calm mist. Alright. The mist that blows and roils through the streets brings terror to those who find themselves lost in the Barovian countryside. But here in the town of Velaki, people are happy and cheerful and look with a wide smile at the people as they go past, greeting them and welcoming them to the day of celebration, but never really understanding or saying what this day of celebration is. Realizing that you have many different avenues to explore, you find yourselves in the presence of the maid, who says, unfortunately, I will need to ask you to leave for the time being, as the mayor's house will require cleaning, and he will not be able to entertain guests for the time being. Please come back in about an hour, and we will be able to serve you dutifully and properly. The maid curtsies and gestures towards the door.
Do I see any like fresh fruit or anything laying around? Like, is there a fruit bowl somewhere?
You see like a centerpiece of fruit in the center of the sitting room.
And I'm just gonna look at her and be like, I'm just so very hungry. Would you mind if I had a piece of fruit?
She curtsies at you to indicate that would be okay if you were to take one.
I would. Is there something that is not a banana, an apple, or a grape?
Yes, there is what looks to be a strange pink fruit with leaves that seem wilted and slightly purple at the end.
Can I identify it? Can I see what it is?
You've never seen this exotic fruit before.
What kind of fruit is that, my dear?
Dragon fruit.
Well, how unique. Where does it come from?
From a far distant land. It was brought here by travelers. So I am told, sir.
Well, let's try that one. Then thank you so much for your time. And I'm going to start sort of like trying to figure out how to peel it. Or do whatever I need to eat it.
She gestures and indicates that you grab one of the wilted leaf-looking things that cover its husk, and you peel it downwards, like it's almost like strips of skin being pulled off the actual fruit itself.
Okay, all right, and I'm gonna do that. And as we leave, I'm just gonna try to feed my babies a little bit of dragon fruit.
Cool. Roll me 3 completely innocuous D20 rolls, please.
Yeah.
You're a bad person. I feel like you're a bad person. I feel like that's what's
Don't feel like
happening.
that. Don't feel
I
like
thought
that.
you'd already made them carnivorous.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Good, bad, and completely average. All right.
All right. Okay, cool. Nothing happens of note. You begin to make your way outside, and as you do, she kind of waves you on and says, "If you follow the road, you will find your way to the Blue Water Inn. Safe travels,
Thank you, man.
and we will hope to entertain you soon."
Thank you
Lovely.
so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. Now, as you have made your way into the streets, something seems a little off. Everyone seems to be looking at you. Like, everyone. The baker, who is walking around with a tray of freshly baked goods, handing them to children in the streets, just seems to never break eye contact with you. A man seems to walk over by what looks to be a large well, and once again, as he draws water from it, never seems to break eye contact. Another couple seem to be walking hand in hand like lovers in the streets, but again, they seem more fixated on you. But all seem to greet you with the same warm smile.
A happy celebration day to all of you.
They all say in kind of muttered tones, "Happy Celebration Day, Happy Celebration Day, Happy Celebration Day," as they all begin to, well, not chant, but, like, kind of, like, greet you in rhythmic sequence.
Is this going to turn into the opening for Beauty and the Beast?
I suppose we should ask the barkeep if they remember the check-in.
Yeah, let's go to the Blue Haven, the Blue Water Inn.
Let's do it.
All right. You make your way past the crowd, making your way towards more and more individuals. All of a sudden, a elderly woman seems to step out of nowhere.
That's not a great sound.
And she says, "Would you like some candy, dears? Caramel corn."
You don't happen
Perfect.
to sell pies, do you?
No, what? Pies? No, just sweet,
Different old lady, different
delicious
old lady.
candy. We take we call them candied corns.
Candy.
Oh, I would like to see these candied corns.
She holds up a bag of like what looks to be these literal toffee toffee caramels that have bits of corn in them. They almost sit like popcorn in a little bag, and she shakes them.
While she's helping Ipsilis, I'm gonna walk over to Demiro and just kind of, oops, I can't move.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so I still can't. No.
There you go. You guys should be able to move now.
Yeah. Okay. I walk over to Ipsilis and not Ipsilis, Demiro. I just kind of crouch a little bit next to his ear and I say, "Isn't it a little weird that everybody all of a sudden just started to like look at us?"
I mean, this town is a little weird.
Do you still have that invisibility spell?
Yes, I do.
I actually have it as well. If we cast it at higher levels, we could, or if we cast it more powerfully, we could affect all of us and try to be like not seen by the town. This is too weird.
Is everybody in the street looking at us?
Yes.
This woman is still showing me her candied corns.
Absolutely. Come, my
I'm
dear.
very interested.
Please. Don't hesitate. The first one's free.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
This absolutely sends up. I need an insight check on this because coming from the Nine Hells, nothing's free. So I'm like, okay, this.
All right,
getting
make
a
an
little
insight check.
crazy. And okay, not terrible.
All right. You get the impression that it must be like one of these things that's like so tasty that once you have one, you have to buy another bag. They look very Moorish.
Moorish? Are we using that in the Shakespearean terms?
No.
Like-
Have you do you not have the word Moorish?
only to mean a very specific thing that I will not get into
Very
right
well.
now.
Yes, I know what that means, but I'm more mean. Look, as an Australian, you gotta make sure. Do you guys do other people have the word Moorish for things like a food can be Moorish?
I don't know. I have no what. Like, I would love to learn. I have no idea what that means.
Tim, I'm not. Tim and Charles, I'm not mad, right? You guys have the word Moorish as well.
I mean, we literally have a brand called Moorish Nuts.
Yeah. Right. So Moorish is like it's like just something that's like kind of tasty, but like next to never filling, and you can like eat like bucket loads of stuff, because it's just very Moorish. Like you eat it and you get hungrier.
Yeah, so literally just
I'm
more.
pretty sure it's actually a word.
It is a word.
I thought it was.
It is.
I've heard
It's-
it before.
It's to
not-
cause a
Whole
desire
stream.
for more.
This whole stream just got canceled with your.
That's it.
Moorish.
Now we're gonna look up the etymology of the word Moorish.
It's to cause
I
a
thought-
desire to want more.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
Moorish means.
Yeah.
Well, I think that
And
it's
the,
a term
um,
that we.
So to say food is Moorish, it means when you eat it, you can't help but have seconds and thirds and
The
fourths.
info show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
And if you're using it in the Moorish with double O terms, then it's architecture from Spain from 13th to 16th
Yes,
century.
from the Moor.
Well,
The
well,
Moorish.
it's the Elizabethan term is someone from Africa.
like the Moors.
From the
Othello is of Moorish blood.
Hmm.
That's what I know it from. It's essentially an old term, a super racist term from 500 years ago. Yes.
I'll explain later. Never mind. I'll explain later. What it is, but
Okay,
I,
now that's cleared up though. So, sorry.
Sorry, Esther had something.
I wanted to try something, if I may.
Of course you may.
Thank you. So let's see. Would any of the? Well, let's see. I think I want to. Would I be able to get to the commoner? I think it's Barovian 8. Are they within 30 feet? Like, are they close enough to just like be?
They're that distance, so yeah, they're about maybe 20 foot away.
Okay. Just to test something out, I want to use thaumaturgy to make a noise behind them and see if that gets their attention at all.
All right.
Ooh.
So, as you cast thaumaturgy, okay, you make a noise behind it. It's like the sound of a pop. It goes off, and a few minutes later, you watch as it's almost as if. Okay, it's not as if the person that you did it behind heard that noise. It's almost like someone else heard the noise, then had that person react.
Like
So
they're lagging almost, like an AI.
Correct. So that's what happens.
Yeah.
So there's this bang, and then
Do I see that delay?
I'm
Because
gonna
I
say
would have
no.
reacted to the noise.
I'm gonna say no. You didn't see the delay, mostly because the old woman is like right in front of you. So you would have heard some noise coming from nearby, and you would have looked and seen, around that time you would have been looking at what was that noise, and then you'd see that guy look around. But you wouldn't necessarily see the lag.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna sort of look questioningly over at Esther, and just sort of like try to silently suss out whether everything's okay. Like, because I'm assuming.
Where is it,
like,
Lockie?
so-
When is anything okay?
Right.
Better question. What's happening?
Okay. I'm gonna get some candied corn. Is what I'm gonna do.
Don't take candy from strangers. That's the first rule of stranger danger.
All right.
Strange danger.
You grab the bag of corn. It looks amazing and smells not just like caramel but smoked caramel as well, with apple wood smoke made from the charcoal. It has like this aroma, almost as sweet as apple sauce mixed in together with the corn and the caramel.
Oh, that does sound tasty. Can I investigate it a little bit? Because I'm still a little wary of free things. Like there's some like
Hmm.
I've used this trick to murder many a demon. Like there.
What's the trick?
Hmm?
What's the
Oh,
trick?
luring them in with poison.
Wait, what?
What? Oh, you mean your...
I grew up in the hells.
Oh, are you getting lured in?
Is
with
poison a delicacy?
For a lot of them, yes, because most devils and demons are immune to poison,
Okay.
but some are not, and therefore it can be very useful to put in certain foods. Gives it a little. It's a little like hot sauce
Sparrow.
for some of us. Oh no, probably not anything interesting.
Nah, not really.
No, all right. I'm gonna try some. Is it tasty and delightful?
Yeah. As you bite into it, it's sticky and it's soft. The caramel gives it a bit of chew before you actually break through and release this burst of fresh, sweet corn. As the liquid mixes in your mouth, it loosens up the sugar even more and almost elevates that smoky flavor through your mouth, up your sinuses, and just fills you with this kind of very fresh, sweet tang. It kind of very reminiscent of like roasted corn with like sweet potatoes and stuff like that. Now,
All right, I'm gonna go over to Esther and just like Johnson. Oh good. Oh my god.
as you are chomping down on these, please make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Because you're a monster.
What?
Because you're the worst person I've ever met. Oh God, 15.
You don't seem to
Maybe.
notice anything happen.
Okay.
Sparrow.
Okay, everything's fine.
All right,
Oh, no.
Argento.
Where is Argento?
As Ipselis
Yes.
is gathering
Oh, he's over there. Okay.
supplies and Esther is tormenting poor civilians, what are you up to?
I'm going to approach this commoner here on this little sort of keep my distance, but I'm going to get close to him.
All right.
I'm going to introduce myself to him.
All right. The commoner here appears to be a fishmonger, a woman with striking red hair that has been tied into a plait. She has freckles over her face, and she looks to you with this big, wide grin. She says, "Well, hi. Nice to see you. Welcome."
Thank you very much, fair lady. I am Sir Argento.
You're not so
Drace.
bad looking yourself.
Oh, I thank you. I am Sir Argento Drace,
Ah,
Knight of the Order of the Silver Dragons and heir to the once and mighty great Argynvost.
ooh.
Might I ask you a question?
Of course you may.
Other than the fact that we're all handsomely and beautifully attractive people, why must everyone here stare at all of us? It's kind of off-putting and makes me a little bit nervous. I don't think you people will like me when I get nervous.
Oh, well, you have to forgive them. They're not used to seeing such bright and colorful characters come through town often. They mean well, though.
Yes.
After all,
Yeah.
it is the day of celebration.
Yes, it is. And what do you want to celebrate on this wonderful day? What do you love most about this day?
Oh, I celebrate many great things. The wonderful city that we live in, the air that is purified by the walls that surround us, our freedom from the demon Strahd and all of his wickedness, the kindness of our Burgermeister and his beautiful wife.
So you say Strahd doesn't come here often?
No, even Strahd fears the defenses of Vallaki and dares not even exert any of his powers within our walls.
Sounds
No.
interesting.
It's quite unique, I suppose.
Yes.
Esther?
This is more out of character because obviously I couldn't hear this conversation, but has she stopped right after she said after and just cut herself off?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure I got it right.
All right, Argento, anything else?
I just ask her what she might tell us of the Blue Water Inn.
Oh, well, the Blue Water Inn is one of the finest establishments for
Yes,
anyone.
yes. We know about the finest establishments. I'm asking where might it be? I'm new to town, see, and I'm trying to find it.
Oh, well, just down the road there. Not too far now.
Is there anybody in particular I should ask for?
Well, the proprietor of the Blue Water Inn is none other than Erwin Matkov.
Erwin Matkov. What can you tell me of this Erwin Matkov? Is he a handsome bloke like me, or is he hideous
Well,
like the rest of these folks around here?
well, that would be a hard thing for him to try and compete with. After all, you are quite the strapping dragonborn.
Yes, I am a specimen, that is true. But yes,
But he is also easy on the eyes.
is he now?
Oh, indeed.
Easy to spot, is he? Is he stand out in the crowd?
Yes. Well, I mean, he is the owner and proprietor after all.
Oh, well, I thank you for your time. You've been very lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. And here, on the house, she wraps up what looks to be a dried halibut.
Oh,
Ah, thank you.
Vagog is going to yell with his as much like bass as he can to kind of get to Argento and Ipsilis, and he says, "Ipsilis, Argento, a word, please."
Got to try this candied corn. So delicious.
Well, maybe get a bag to take away, and we should continue on to the end.
That lady gave me a dried halibut. It was awesome.
Yes, that's great. I need you guys closer, please.
Yes. You see all of his little fruit guys like lean in.
Esther?
As we're all kind of convening, just before like, I don't know if we're doing like a huddle or something. Could I just kind of look around and see everything?
Mm-hmm. The
Just-
people seem
just
to be
general,
watching
like,
you.
survey. Yeah. How, like, is there like a radius of it, or like if we can see people in the distance, do they turn and look at us while they're walking down the street, or is it just like within this area?
Just within this area.
Okay, that's alarming.
So let's stop dawdling.
Let's get
I
out of the
agree.
area, maybe.
The longer we stand
Maybe we
here,
should stop.
the more nervous
Maybe
I
we should
get.
stop and talk to every person here.
We should
Meanwhile,
move.
How we
going,
gonna-
it's so weird. They're all looking at us while we investigate every person in the street.
Yeah. Almost like a yeah. Anyways, what did you have to tell us, the god, in the middle of the street?
I just kind of whisper to you guys. I don't like any of this. Me and Demiro could cast invisibility on us all, and we could get away from this crowd.
We could also just head
Don't
into
like
the inn,
this many people looking at us
Yeah.
at once.
which I think is right there.
Well,
True.
maybe we should save that in case if we need it in a combative situation. It's not combative yet.
True.
I'm going to look around and I'm going to say, I think if we're discussing combat at this point, I do have a little something for everyone. And I'm going to look around and see. I'm going to hand Argento, Demiro, and Vagog or Esther. Which one of you is normally closer to the front lines?
Esther.
Esther. I'm going to hand all three of them potions of invulnerability.
Could be useful. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Down this road.
Do you want some candied corn? It's delightful. Can I feed some to my little fruities, guys?
Yep, you can. They turn around and they open their hideous maws and burp.
That's good.
Bird.
Yay!
I do have a small idea if we can get some rooms. If we can get to the inn.
Yes.
I could definitely use a little bit of healing myself. A little rest, I think, would do me well.
I say we move forward then. Quickly?
Is there anything else
Fabulous.
that everyone would like to stand in the middle of this crowd and discuss?
As Demira says this, the crowd begins to disperse a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Which way was the inn? Which way do you head? Michael?
Well, you can head in that direction if you would like to.
Which direction is that?
I think it's
To the
this way, right?
east. Yeah.
East? Okay. Then I'll
All
head
right.
there.
Oh gosh.
Lewis?
What's happening?
We're moving.
They're
You're just
moving.
eating all the candy corn. I forgot.
I am just having a great time with my candy corn.
He's just running back and forth. Pew, pew, pew.
Like the candy corn isn't even like magic or curse at all. It's just Ipsos really likes it.
Really
never
good.
had
It is
sweets.
tasty.
He's never
Yeah,
had
I think
sweets.
this
He's
is-
only had blood.
Breaking his mind.
this
the
is
idea
not
that
a
it
thing.
tastes good.
Don't know what's happening.
All right. There you go.
What is he scared?
You
You-
okay, Neil? You,
I'm
are you,
good.
Neil, you right?
No, I'm good. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, we're good.
You begin to make your way towards the Blue Water Inn, eventually coming to what looks to be a small well at the front. A 3-foot high stone rim runs around the mouth of this 40-foot deep moss-lined well. You believe that the inn and most of the town will draw their water from this place.
Fabulous.
So this is potentially where the boy was leading us to.
Potentially.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Do I see sort of anything out of the open? Is everyone still staring at us?
Yes, as you walk past, different people start to stare at you.
very
I just want to have a
rude.
quick look in the well, see if there's just looks normal, like a well.
Taking a look down the well, it is quite deep. You think you see the reflection of yourself in the bottom, but it's very hard to say. Without the sun or the moon high above, it is almost impossible to see a reflection down that deep.
I'm gonna drop one of the candy corns down and see how far it goes.
It travels for quite some time.
As he just, if you want to drop another one, I'll cast light on it first.
Wait, before you guys cast light, because that's a spell, like a spell slot, right?
No,
Oh, yours isn't a spell slot?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
That's a cantrip.
I've got dancing lights too, so it's if that's what you're doing. Yeah.
Right.
Never mind then.
oh yeah, so we'll drop one down with light on it, so we can maybe see
Very well.
what's down there.
As it goes down, it falls completely down into the darkness. You cannot see where it ends, but you do hear a soft about 60 or 70 foot below, so 100, so about 200 feet down.
Whoa.
Can we still see the light from it, or is it disappear?
The light's still there, but it flickers very dimly.
Does it look like it's on water or on solid ground?
Again, difficult to say. Actually, no. You can tell that there is kind of like the surface tension of the water that the light has to pass through. So there's some refraction going on down there.
Okay. That's strange.
But it is unusually deep for a well.
Yeah, like, is there a rope and bucket or anything? Or
No, there is no rope and bucket.
so how do they actually use the well? Interesting. Maybe we'll ask at the inn.
Yeah, right. Let's chat. Let's chat with them there.
We can always slide down there,
Why
but,
don't we?
All right. At your
I
leisure.
will open the doors. Walk in. Oh.
As you open the doors,
Just the music stop?
no. It just sort of comes to a halt. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. All right. Inside the Blue Water Inn, a crowd seems to gather around, sitting and enjoying a evening meal. Many of them are sharing tables and laughing and the like. When you enter, they all seem to stop and stare directly at you.
Would you care for some candied corn? It's delightful.
As they look at you, they kind of ignore you and then go back about their business.
Go to the bar and order a drink. Ooh.
All right, heading to
Do
the
we
bar.
see
Use a
the,
room.
I don't use a chair though because I'm kind of tall.
do we see the proprietor?
Well, the people you see at the front are two women. The first one is kind of like this raven-haired woman with quite a scowling gaze looking in your direction. Let me see if I got a nice picture here of her for you. Well, I've got a picture of all of them, so there you go. You can have that one.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. I like it.
All right, there you go. So, as they look at you, when you enter, she turns and she says, "Are you all lost, dearies?"
No, we seek room.
Ah,
And a drink.
for the five of you then.
Yes.
And what will you have to drink?
What do you got?
Well, we have good ales. We have a variety of different wines from Barovia, the village of Barovia, and well, at least we did up until our shipment started to run dry.
Oh no.
Any Vistani specials?
Well, we did have the Vistani wine, but again,
sorry.
we used to get it from one of the best vineyards in Barovia, but they've stopped delivering for some reason.
It wasn't the
Yes.
was it the Wizard's
That's
Winery.
very sad.
Yes, in fact, it was.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, what's the most celebratory drink, do you think?
Well, that would be the Velaki. I need a cocktail name.
I kind of thought
The
one.
Velaki Fizz.
Yes,
The
yes,
Velaki
the Velaki twist.
Oh, very nice.
I like that.
I like that even better than the Fizz. The Fizz.
I thought of another good one. I don't know if they would have it. Not a Velaki one, but it's the Tiefling's Fire.
Nice.
Mm.
Esther.
Actually, it's kind of on the topic of the winery. The iconography and accessories that they're wearing, just looking at the art, does it seem like with the bird cloak clasp and the feathers in her hair, do they seem like raven feathers specifically, or just kind of general birds?
Very observant. Gain an inspiration, and yes,
Ooh.
it is raven feathers.
I'll take
Okay.
a Velaki quiz.
What was that? Wake up.
Oh, I was just saying, I'll take a Velaki fizz then.
Sorry.
Just out of curiosity, how is the well used?
You mean the well out the
Yes,
front?
I couldn't help but notice there's no bucket or anything.
Oh, we have our own bucket and rope that we use. It's a measure longer than what most of the town uses, but that is because we often try to discourage people from pulling. The well is run mostly dry, and we try to ration out what we can for whoever we can provide for.
Need the water for the bar then. Yeah.
So what brings you to the town of Velaki?
Well, we're actually looking for someone, and the Burgermeister sent us over in this direction because this
Did
was the
he
last
just?
place that they stayed.
Well, if they stayed in the town, then they would most likely have stayed here. Bay, come here. As a small white-haired boy sort of walks over. Fetch the ales from the back. The good wine.
Yes, mother. This is my voice, by the way. This is how I think children sound.
I already want to punch him in the mouth.
I'll punch you in the mouth, you dirty homeless man.
Oh.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Oh.
What are you going to do, huh? Huh? That's
I'll
right.
feed
I
you
dare you to
my
jump
fruit.
over this counter. I
I'll
dare
come over
you.
there and I will feed you to my fruit, my demon fruit.
It sounds like
I'm
Sir
just-
Tim when I stepped over him.
He says,
He just can't help but use the fruit of his loins.
Oh, wow.
He's like-
Not on a child, thank you.
and then he looks. Wait. The child then looks you dead in the eyes, and you hear him whisper, "I eat Fruit Loops for breakfast."
Ipsilis,
Yeah,
Ipsilis is just
yeah.
straight up
I like this
PTSD.
game.
Stand up, and I'm gonna stop.
Just-
Ipsilis, just
stop.
Ipsilis.
No, just straight up PTSD and just
Ipsilis,
start
no.
silently weeping. Just
Yeah,
silently
Jinto
weeping.
ate fruit
And he
loops
just
a couple of times.
pets his fruits. He pets his fabulous little fruits. All of them.
Okay,
Like,
Ipsilis.
it's okay. It's okay. One day, you'll eat him.
Why do y'all hate kids so much? That kid's like, do y'all,
Ipsilis
y'all
is trying to create giant monsters. Yeah, he's Magog has been drinking. This thing is like this tall.
Look,
And-
to also address Dr. Y and
Too much poison.
Also, hi, Dr. Y. And hi, everyone. Hi, everyone who's jumped in. I'd like to point out, there's a reason why this gets silly, because this gets so dark so quickly that it's for my own soul that I try to keep things a little bit silly, you know. Because what's about to happen, oh boy!
Funny. It's going to be a celebration.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a
That's
celebration.
right. It's celebration day.
Celebration.
Yeah. We were looking for an Owen Matkov. That's who we were told to find.
Did you
He
say
might know
Owen?
something about. I thought that was his name, Owen Matkov.
If you are referring to
The-
my husband, then well, you would be referring.
Erwin.
Yes.
What?
Erwin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Erwin. Sorry.
Yes, my Attack on
Heard
Titan knowledge
Owen.
came to help me in the end.
Well done.
Sorry. Okay, Erwin.
Nope, sorry. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
All
I
right.
got it right.
She
I
says,
heard Owen. My bad.
he's out the back. Allow me to go get him. Owen, are you here? Stepping out is a bearded and mountain of a man who looks at those of you who are. Esther, are you by the door, or are you next to the bar?
I was kind of more by the door. I hadn't really gone to the bar.
Sure. Okay. Yep. You see a large mountain of a man step forward, and as he does so, he says, "Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Aaron Martikov. How can I be of service? You're looking for me?
Yes, we were,
Looking for a missing person? Yes, I heard. I was just beyond the other door here.
Oh, yes. Have you heard of a name named Jade? Halfling?
Jade.
Red shirt, carried around a candlestick.
It's almost like you're describing a picture that you've made. Like this person never changed her clothes or changed the things that she was carrying in her hand.
That's the last picture I've had of her. Look, the last picture.
Have you seen this woman? She is wearing a red shirt, right? She is looking to the left.
Last picture Magog drew of his.
He's not even a picture of it. You drew it. So why? No, I just want to stop here. I want to pause. I want to ask.
I have
when
a
you're
picture.
looking for
Magog
someone,
drew it.
why by all of the gods would you ask if they are holding a candle?
Yes.
That was her thing.
That was her thing? She just walked around?
Like,
yeah, no, I remember this.
Candle.
I remember this mad halfling ran around with an open flame all the time. Weirdest thing I've ever seen.
She like roller
Never
girl
forgot it. Never forgot that woman. Nope. Walking fire hazard, we called her. Sparky. Little Sparky. Good old Sparky.
Nice.
I love you, Neil.
Thanks.
Okay.
I love you too, man.
Candle was an heirloom.
It's an ever-burning candle. It won't go out, even if I try.
It's cursed. No one's helped me. I can't put it down. Sleeping is so dangerous. Sorry. I'm done. All right. He says, "Yeah, I know the halfling of which you speak. Though, there's been some time since I've seen her. Last I heard, she was helping out at the waterhouse. Met up with some folks over there. I put her in contact with because she was shy of funds. Said she was trying to find someone who had gone missing up near the Barovian village."
Oh.
Up, like north Barovian village?
Well, I say up.
Oh no, Barovian. Yeah. Okay.
Look,
I gotcha. This area confuses me. So.
yeah, I know. I said up, but that's my bad. But anyway,
No,
yes.
Magog's all confused all the time. So.
But yes, no, I saw her, and again, I put her to work in the waterhouse. They're always looking for a few good people over there. But can't say I've seen her any time recently. What business do you have with her?
Well, I was currently looking for her. She's a missing student of mine.
She didn't give me the bearings of someone missing or wanting to be found, did she, dear? No, my love. I can't say I got that bearing from her. Perhaps a jilted lover of some kind? She says, looking at you.
No, not a lover. My students. 3 of them came to Barovia, and then they went missing, so I came to come find them. And I was told that one of them might be here, and Jade.
You can't keep track of your students. That seems very, very irresponsible.
Listen, kids.
That's the one. That's the one we're gonna eat, my little baby.
He comes back and he seems to pour you. He seems to pour you out a very tall glass of something very delicious looking.
Do you have any Fruit Loops back there by any chance?
I will murder you.
He pulls out what looks to be a tiny lime, and
Nice.
without breaking eye contact, just looks at Ipselis and just goes.
What point did we decide this kid was going to be a sadistic jerk?
Yeah.
Breakfast of champions, everybody. You should feast on this.
Champion.
And he cuts these little.
I'm just gonna maintain. I am maintaining eye
Hey,
contact with him.
I ate
I
2
am-
Fruit Loops and I got knighted afterwards.
I would
Coincidence? I
he
think
won
not.
a food contest. and got
God.
knighted.
And behind you,
I
all of a
would-
sudden, Ipselis, you hear a voice. So the boy's come back, and he's gone over here.
How has Demiro been reacting, by the way?
Oh.
I would very much like to, like, while I'm staring this kid down, I'd very much like to investigate him for weaknesses. Is he favoring one
Does the
leg or
child
something?
have any weaknesses? Yes, flesh. Every bit of him that is
The
flesh
flesh.
is the soft bit. But all of a sudden, from behind you, you hear another voice. You've got food on you. You look
I
around.
turn around very slowly.
You see an
And I
idle
look
child.
down.
Adopt your children. These are my kind of kids.
Ipsos,
Yes,
why
I
am
do.
hiding?
You watch as they blink, but they don't actually blink. They very slowly blink one eye at a time.
I would like to. Do they do it at the same time? Like,
They do it in tandem. So they're like,
Like, is this does it look intentional, like they're trying to freak Ipsilis out, or is this like...
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just gonna keep staring at them. Again, I'm like, at this point, they have threatened my babies. I am on high alert with both of them. I am no longer going to accept any food or drink from either of them.
Can
or
I eat
anybody in their
one?
family.
Don't eat it. They look rotten.
I'm
They
sorry.
are rotten. And then I'm gonna look over. I'm
Knew
gonna
it.
look
I
over
could
at
tell
the
by the smell.
innkeepers. Look over the innkeepers. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I'm like, this probably won't end well, and I need a rest. So, aren't you just the sweetest little kids?
I look to Erwin and I say, I apologize for this. It's
Not at all. The children are very curious at this age.
Yes, they are, aren't they?
Please, Jade was quite good to us and actually worked for some time. Never really claimed the final paycheck. If you want, I'd be more than happy to extend the courtesy of a room for the night for you and your companions. My treat.
Oh, well, that sounds very lovely. And maybe at some point, I'll get to teach you how to play with my special chopsticks, children.
And maybe we could teach you what a bar of soap looks like.
That would be nice. Do you have cleansing materials?
Yes, the other one
Anywhere?
says from behind you. We make it ourselves. Did you know that?
Oh.
Did you know that if you boil down fat from a pig, you can actually skim the skin off in order to make soap?
I did know that.
And then
you
on
can
the
do
other
the
side-
same thing with a demon.
And the other side says, "And a person," as he finishes chopping the limes.
You can make soap and a person from it.
They put the limes in. They put the limes in the drinks and then pass them to you guys. What you have in front of you is something that resembles the shade and color of Coca-Cola. It's a very dark ale that seems to have a nice frothiness to it. But more importantly, there is a very, very fragrant scent of zesty lime rind with that small, sweet bite of the sour lime itself.
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to drink it.
Look, I'll go drink it.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Glug, 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 glug.
Serve
12.
spinach by the can.
Sorry, did someone say spinach?
Yeah, like Popeye.
Oh, yeah.
You serve spinach by the can.
Very, very
Sorry.
No, that was older than my references. All right.
You don't think I don't know Popeye?
Okay. Well, you drink that. The rest of you, do you guys partake? Arjun,
No.
I'm pretty sure that we were being warned by several people about not having the food and drink in the Lucky.
Mary, you love drinking.
I just don't drink in general. I don't think they actually they brought a glass for me.
I'm gonna slide it over in front of Demiro, and I just say, Demiro, you love to drink though. This stuff is really good.
It's not as good as the wine I've got.
I doubt that. Try it.
I don't really know what the Constitution saving throw did. Like, we didn't discuss that after you
Yeah,
rolled
yeah.
it.
Now, other than the warning about
Tastes good.
having stuff here, we don't actually know exactly what it does.
Well, I'm quite
Okay.
exhausted. I would love to go to the room.
Oh, what did you mean by when she didn't pick up her paycheck yet, or not paycheck, the
Yes, no, she
check.
she did not pick up her last paycheck. It was the strangest thing. She had offered to help in order to pay for her room and board, and of course, meals and accommodation were part of the package. She was also receiving a small wage, and I provided it for her. And when she left to join the Waterhouse, she never came back to collect it.
Have you had anyone else do something similar, like working for you but not?
No,
Turn
no.
up?
Can't say it happens very often, though. I must say you all seem particularly well traveled. Perhaps there's something you could assist me with. I prefer to use my own supplies of materials for my food and beverages, and I actually order away from the town in order to provide them. One of which is a wine cellar by the name of the Wizardry of Wine. I haven't managed to get in contact with them, and my shipment is several days late. I don't suppose if you're in the area you could pop in, maybe see if you can find what became of my shipment?
I think Argento's seen that recently.
Yeah, it wasn't there. I don't know what happened. We were there, but nothing was there. No one was there, actually, I should say.
No one. My word.
Not anymore.
Well, that's rather unfortunate. Make a bluff check, I guess.
Why?
All right. So what's
Deception.
check? Deception. All right.
Yeah.
Such a brave and noble paladin.
Such a noble paladin.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Such
Oh
a
my
noble
God.
paladin.
Well, 'tis a terrible shame that that this would be the circumstances. We do
Yeah,
have
there
some
was wine everywhere. Someone destroyed the place.
Ugh, awful heathens. I swear, this place becomes more savage by the year.
It does.
Well, the boys should show you to your room. Braun, take them up the stairs.
Yes, father. Come with me, and I will show you to your room.
I put a hand on Ipsilus and I just say, I'd hide your fruit tonight. Just in case. From both the kids and Argento.
Hide your fruit tonight.
Lord, oh
I
my
won't
God.
eat it.
I'm just gonna give everybody a dirty look. I'm done with this whole situation now. I've been put off my candied corn.
Esther, you got calm emotions. No,
I only ate Fruit Loop because he was there. Just
Um,
remind us.
what was that, Argento?
I said, I just want to remind you, Magog, I only ate Fruit Loop because he had already expired. I didn't want
No,
him
I
to go
don't-
to waste.
I don't blame you. I'm just warning Ipsilus.
I'm not going to
I'm
eat
not saying-
Ipsilus's friends. Unless if they
Okay.
die, of course. And then-
Oh my God.
Oh, it's outside.
Don't worry, I'm sure they won't die.
Unless some
I'm sure they'll be
unfortunate
fine.
accident was to befall them. Maybe
Yeah.
during the night, maybe
They'll
during
be
the day.
fine.
Wait.
Terrible.
Michael?
Yep. No, don't worry. I'm just moving the models, but you still haven't
But,
left yet.
but, yes. Okay. Also, yeah. Have you seen my message you sent, brother?
No, but I will look. Where am I
Okay.
looking?
Just direct messages, Zoom.
Zoom.
But-
Ah.
Yeah.
Is the message, can I eat Ipsilus's fruit?
You don't get to know.
Yeah.
Before we all leave, Esther will linger behind just a moment to ask something if she may.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. I just don't think that we exactly asked this. I'm gonna look and I'm just gonna. How long exactly was Miss Jade here?
Oh, well, that's a good question. I'd say she was here for probably a week. She said that she did not intend to stay for very long. Again, many things took her needs, and she decided that, of course, she would stay for as long as necessary, but no longer.
Indeed. Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. And?
As I go to follow them, I just turn to. Yeah, the feather accessories do look lovely, man. And then I go to join them.
She's kind of taken aback by that. Not quite sure what to make of it, but we'll be thankful nonetheless. All right. Now, I'm just watching the. Oh, sorry. Am I a bit loud now?
No, it was just some static. You're all good.
Okay. Is there more static? Let me know.
No, I'll let you know if it
You're
happens.
good
It was just
now.
that one time.
Ah, okay, cool.
What
So,
was the name of the thing again? Water.
the Blue Water Inn.
No, where they said that Jade was now working.
Oh, the Waterhouse.
Oh, thank you. Water.
All right. The young boy takes you to the end of a corridor after leaving the actual building itself, and eventually to a small pretend there's more than four beds here, but yeah. Several plain mattresses made of straw line this well-lit room. I say well-lit, but I lie, clearly. It is a well-lit room. There are footlockers matching each of the actual beds here, and an oil lamp casts a brilliant yellow flame. The boy says, "All right, well, if you need anything," he then walks off.
Thank you.
What a little bastard. Oh, I can't wait to kill him.
I mean,
It's this.
children will be children.
I thought they were all.
That is either the most toxically privileged child I've ever met, or he's an actual monster.
You know, this is Velaki. There is a chance that he is 80 years old.
I'm sorry, what?
True.
What are you talking about?
Well, this place has been locked up in the mist for far longer than we've been here.
Ipsilis, do you know about the fog that's surrounding Barovia?
No.
Oh, okay. So that's that. Okay, that will explain a lot more then.
Perhaps you should sit down. Maybe it's.
We'll explain to him what's going on and why we're here.
All right, you do so.
All right.
The fog.
Now
is-
I understand about the fog.
All right. Yep. Long story short, for those of you who do not know, Barovia is surrounded by a fog because it is part of a place known as the Dread Realms. There is no way to escape the fog that is known, and the people here slowly become dejected as they learn to live in a life at the whim and behest of the master of this area, known as Strahd von Varabek. The group itself has a number of different methods that they try to cope with it. Drinking is among them, but yes, for the most part, it is yet to be discovered a way to leave this place. And Strahd is supposed to be indomitable.
And that is why we're trying to get rid of Strahd Ipsilis, so we can free Barovia, and also leave this place.
All right. You may decide your plans. I need to get something that I have misplaced. Carry on.
Who's all getting a bed? I mean,
There are enough beds for all of you.
okay.
He said there's more
Oh
than four.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Vigog just sits on.
I mean,
one
I-
bed at the end, and his
Sure,
feet
Upsilus
kinda
can sleep
hang-
on the roof.
Yeah, I have slippers of spikes. I mean, so I can just stick my feet onto the wall and slip like that.
Fly sleeps. Vigog just studs on a bed, and his feet just hang over the chest at the end, while his head's still on a pillow. He's just so freaking tall.
So, something odd about this water house, I believe. The boy tried to take us there before, and now your student has gone there and seems to go missing from there. That doesn't.
Did the boy try to take us to the water house? I thought he was taking us to the well.
He's said.
Is
I
it
read
the
his
well or
mind,
the
and
watch
it was-
house?
Well, he
I
was trying
read
to
his
do
The
mind
this.
as
well.
the well, yeah.
Take that back. Still seems weird though. Your student went there and then just disappeared without returning.
Well, and the water level shouldn't be this low. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
or any
I
sense
did wonder
down
about that. It seems
There's a
odd.
lake nearby. If they're drawing water from the lake, that should be about like probably not far down.
mean,
Well,
the re-
no,
so-
don't you? Water always fills. If there's an
Yeah.
aquifer, it would be at the same level as the lake.
The region
There's-
hasn't seemed particularly dry, has it? As we've been traveling around.
No.
Michael,
Yes.
I have a promise to uphold.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
What promise do you think I'm trying to uphold?
the tea. We need to get him tea.
Yeah, no, I have to clean out the bag. Y'all get the tea. I'm leaving that to y'all.
Oh, okay.
Y'all find the tea. I'm cleaning it. I promised Murray, and I keep my promises. I'm cleaning out the bag.
All right. So emptying out your bag onto the table, you find it filled with lots of very strong smells, you follow through and you begin to clean your bag. As this happens, Murray has been placed on the table, and he goes, "Ah, yes,
Yeah, God.
I am rejuvenated."
Maybe I'll go into the second room.
Oh, okay, bye.
I meant for you.
Oh, I see. I understand now. I am your commander, and I deserve my own bedroom. Yes.
You certainly
I am glad that you see my superiority, Demiro. You will do well to remember this, and the others will do well to follow.
Actually, yes, Esther, you reminded me. Murray, I will be right back. I am gonna go downstairs and see if they have any tea.
Very well. I give you permission to leave.
All right, I will be right back.
Goodbye.
Oh, the power's gone to his head.
Murray.
While everybody else is doing this, I'm gonna take a short rest. While they're all doing their cleaning and stuff like that, real quick, and just get back my as many hit points as I can.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow.
Also, quick question: are we planning on going back out at any point today, or are we gonna rest first?
I think resting would be good if we're going to be dealing with an
We
entire
haven't-
town of strange people.
It feels like days since we've slept. We've been running through a castle. We
Yes.
exited a wine house that we demolished.
Ran from wolves.
Yes,
We
you
ran
have
from
all been
wolves. We got
traveling
sent to
and...
another dimension.
I think
You
Murray needs a break.
Yes,
Rally
indeed,
around
you have
the
all
bag.
been traveling for far too long. Rest a while. Drink some wine. It'll slow your reflexes.
I think I found a good room for you, Murray. I just got to open this trapdoor. and then-
Trapdoor? What trapdoor? Oh, no, Bert.
Nice.
All right. Now,
Heading downstairs. Oh,
You rest and recuperate for the night. After a very, very long journey, you guys will now finally, at long last, get a long rest.
Oh my
And one thing to remember for everyone, I don't know, did any of us have 2, or did you casting fly not give us 2 levels?
What?
Because we got levels of exhaustion on our run. We would get rid of it if we had 1 level, but did any of us
Oh,
get
yeah,
2?
I did
or
cast
casting
fly on
get rid of it?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I had 1 level, so
Yeah, so you're good now. We should probably have remembered that when we were doing checks, but you know what?
right. Oops.
All right, really quickly, I would like to say thank you and a warm welcome to Poke Your Eye Out Games. Thank you so much for following. I'm glad you enjoy Murray. Murray is one of my favorite characters in this show. And I love your name. I just want to say this. I love your name. And a very warm and thankful welcome to Dominga the Pilgrim from our subscriber team. Thank you for Noria for the gifted sub. You are a wonderful human being. Thank you so much. So much. And I'm now not going to disappoint. I'm going to show you exactly why you guys are here. I've actually been doing a lot of stuff in the background. Keeping in mind, everything about the encounter that you're about to go through is improv'd. I came up with this right now, and I've done all the tech, and I've done all this in the background. So I apologize if everything has seemed subpar in any way till this moment, but hopefully it will all pay off.
We've been carrying it for you.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. No, seriously, I appreciate the fact that you guys have actually been carrying it. So
I haven't.
I know you have. All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Carrying what?
Huh? Carrying what?
The stream.
Carrying the stream. Carrying the stream.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So, let me shake this out.
Fate of
All
the
right,
world.
here we go. Now, your tired and weary bones begin to finally relax and untwist as you lay on these mattresses. Your bodies almost melt into the softness that is around you, and your eyes begin to roll as dreams flood your characters' minds. Each of you, I have you describe to me a place in your memory that brings you fear. Some place that for one reason or another you would be more than happy to have never set foot again. Ipsalis, for you this would be rather difficult, so I'm going to start with Esther. See what I did there? See how I started with Ipsalis to make it seem like that's what I was going to do?
Yeah,
Zing.
no, that was a great bait and switch.
I actually have one, but it's kind of difficult to explain. If I didn't want to take up too much time with it.
No, take up time. This is what we're for.
Does it have to be a place in Barovia, or can it be from the
Anyway,
past?
this is in your dream realm. This is the space that is being created.
Okay. How do I figure? One. Okay. I have 2. One is from Barovia. It would be the windmill. But outside of Barovia, behind the house that Esther lived in with her adopted mother and everyone who was kind of trained and taught under her, was a field of flowers. It was a very nice field. It had just a bunch of wildflowers, not really anything they specifically planted. But beyond that was woods. Basically, there was a wildflower field, and then beyond that was the woods beyond. And she has a very specific memory tied to the flowers, but the woods themselves, what it more was that she wasn't allowed to go there, and every time she looked, it felt like something was looking back at her. She was only ever allowed to go as far as the wildflowers.
All right. Demiro, what is your location?
It, given it's a dream realm and it's weird things can happen there, it would be that since we got cursed by Gorgut the troll, that curse was actually to be partly imbued with the troll's regeneration, but then get baked into one of the pies and just be forever getting eaten.
You find yourself being rolled out onto a large tray. As you are pulled, you can see the old hag picking you up as a pie. I'm going to take my time with you. No teeth, you see, my dear. As you are lifted into the mouth of the hag. All right, Argento.
Yes. Well, there are not many places I fear because the one true fear that I have is shouldn't say the only memory, but the earliest memory I have. Not even the slave stables in the barracks I'm afraid of more than this place that I once called home, where I awoke one night to screams of horror and then silence, to find everyone in the village had been murdered. Then a man appeared from the mist, gave me this locket that I wear around my neck, caressed my face, and then disappeared back into the mist for no apparent reason. That is the only place that I fear.
Well, that is where you find yourself. Standing in that moment. You remember it vividly, as your master had given you this item, this locket that you wear around your neck. And you remember that moment when he was no longer in front of you, but you were still standing in that position. You were still standing in that spot. There was this moment, a sinking moment where it felt like your heart had dropped at least 5 inches into your stomach. At the time, it picked back up. You took a deep breath and composed yourself. But that moment hangs. You try to gasp your breath as you try to pull yourself back in, but that sinking feeling, that heart lodged in your gut, never shakes and does not move. And you were just there trying to catch yourself. Vagog.
So for me, it kind of starts out as a good dream and kind of leads into a nightmare. So it's me.
Sorry, this isn't the dream. This is just your place of fear.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
Okay,
the
good.
Place of fear is currently what happened today, because it's a remembrance of what happened in the past. So basically, he's just eating these pastries and drinking this liquid, and he's like having a laugh with the town. He's having a good time. He's smiling, and then he realized that everybody around him is laughing way too hard, like almost pointing at him. And then turning into like, or not turning into anything, but like, they almost like kind of slowly dimming down their laughter into a stare from he remembers what, the town folk are staring at him. And then in a second, it switches to all the Goliaths that never were from his hometown looking at him, confused, like a Goliath as a wizard, just in complete utter confusion. So Magog never really dealt with Goliaths outside of his own village, so he just doesn't like being looked at when it's not in favor of like if it makes him a little uncomfortable, and that what happened today triggered that fear. So
Nice. All right, and that leaves you, Ipselis.
The torture started outside the door. In the realm of Cania, it is freezing all the time, in a way that mere mortals couldn't understand. All of the children would be lined up right after having their surgeries done. In my case, having my wings attached. We would stand outside the throne room and watch as all of the other children screamed and cried. The first true torture was stepping into the throne room, lit by hellfire and heated with the same. The change in temperature made every cell in your body scream in pain. But that was nothing compared to the calm, still face of Mephistopheles as he would cut your ears off, your fingers, your toes, and then with a wave of his hand would regenerate you just to teach you about pain.
As the fires and anguish ring through your mind, your body twists and contorts, shaped and reshaped time and time again by the wills of another. Everything suddenly freezes in place. Vigag, your vision, the people around you, the Goliaths that jeer, freeze in place. Argento, your lonely stand in the place of your last memory. Suddenly the mist itself hangs in the air, almost able to be reached out and grabbed in clumps. Demiro, you as well. As a pie, the old lady suddenly stops, and Esther, standing before you, a creature emerges from the dark. You see
No!
a large hulking mass of writhing tendrils pulled taut this viscous leather over this colossal frame. This does not belong here. It looks, and as it does, it seems to stare in other places beside you, Esther. It opens its mouth, and a tendril, dripping ooze, pops out from it and stretches into several tendrils before speaking in a voice that resonates in your mind.
It seems as though our quiet town has some most interesting visitors. I would speak with you all.
With a flash of pink and purple energy, you are all suddenly transported to Esther's realm. Standing side by side, you all gaze at this visage, this large, draconic creature that gazes upon you.
You have come seeking what has been lost. But instead, You have been found. Rejoice as you enter my embrace.
You suddenly open your eyes, and each of you are surrounded by 4 civilians. They open their mouths, and writhing tendrils seem to pour out of their mouths, almost like they are stuffed to the brim with worms. And as they are about to vomit these worms right upon you, that is where we're going to end today's session.
Gross.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We hope that you had a wonderful time. Let's get this guy out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Look at that. All right. Thank you.
Keep put it back. I want to see him. Put it
Now you
back.
want people? Okay, hold on. Let me get him back.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
Yay!
There he is. Look at that. All right.
He has a brain for a back. Look at that dude.
All right, so boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I hate cliffhangers. Well, you know what? I love them because it reminds me of what I was doing next game. No, this is very true, though. Now, because we don't have much time, let's kick this off as quickly as we can. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you to everyone who came out and donated to this stream. This was a wonderful and amazing stream. Here's a couple of notifications. Number one, first of all, thank you to No2, who is, of course, the alias of our dear friend Tim, for the dragon, which has now added an entire side quest to the town of Vallaki. So yes,
That's Tim's No2.
I keep forgetting No2 is him. Oh my god.
So thank you for
Wait,
that.
who's
Thank
no
you.
to?
It's Tim.
Tim.
Like Tim
did this to
You're a
us.
monster.
He's like, I've been
fine.
prepared. He's like, I've been saving for months.
Now, in addition to that, we also have to thank everyone who was part of the hype train, to Ira Janasi for the wonderful nat 20s that were given all around earlier today, to everyone who donated bits, to Noria especially for all of the gifted subs, to Hester as well for your gifted sub, and of course to our brand new, let's see, I feel like we've got like tons of new followers today, so thank you to everyone who came and followed today. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. I do a bunch of role-playing games, not just here on my channel, but all over the internet. I thrive on the idea of mental health and well-being, and using role-playing games to connect people. You will actually find me mostly doing like special events, so I do bunches of stuff with a bunch of different people, like DM Dave. Hey, there we go. And of course, the wonderful and amazingly talented Phoenix Iwaki. I've had the absolute pleasure to get to play with so many wonderful people. This channel is not as high profile as, is not as big as some of the places I've been, but that's because I'm more down to earth here. Here we are just here to hang out with these cool people that support my channel, hang out with you guys, and we do a lot of audience participation. So every stream, you are welcome, and we always do some cool stuff here. Lord Gazumba sent me Davy's way. Oh, there you go. I love Lord Gazumba. Gazumba is awesome. Now, really quickly, guys, I'm going to ask each of you to do your plugs, and then of course your memorable moment for today. We're going to start with Kyle, so Kyle can go get ready for his stream, which we will go and raid. So Kyle, if you'd be so kind.
Don't forget, it's you.
Oh,
you don't
that's
do
right.
Daylight saving.
Yeah, no, never
So
mind.
we've got time.
Okay, let's take our time then. All right, let's give these a proper thing. Okay, so memorable moments. Memorable moments. Now, memorable moments, for those of you who don't know, is a thing that we borrow from our friend, the Dreaded GM. Here's another secret as well. I am planning to send some love from my channel to Dread, with a percentage of whatever I earn this month going towards his Christmas, because as you know, I have a very deep love of Dread. So I do want to thank everyone who has subbed and bidded and all that sort of stuff, because that will also go towards that. So seriously, thank you so much, because yeah, he's going through some stuff, and we love him so deeply. And if anyone ever wants to also share some love with him and his family, do let me know. I will help. I will help in any way I can. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Ipsalis, memorable moment, if you would be so kind, for today.
Let's see. So I think, well, obviously the dream sequences. There's all of those. I think were fabulous. I adore the children. just that whole thing just made me so happy.
No joke. I hate creepy children. I really do, and
They're awful.
so awful.
That's why the creepiest characters in your games are always the kids.
Yeah, right. It's because I hate them. No, I honestly I think my favorite line was the little kid whispering, "I eat Fruit Loops for breakfast." I was like, oh, little bastard.
Yeah, I have officially decided that I am absolutely going to murder those children.
Get
Good
them
luck.
to their chopsticks. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Why am I the one that has to? I was like, all right, gonna have to make sure Argento doesn't need the Fruit Loops. And I'm gonna make sure it just doesn't kill the kids.
You
Make sure
don't
the
eat
guy
Fruit
doesn't
Loops.
poison
You
himself
don't
yet.
eat children.
You just know that he's going to save his
poison.
natural 20 just for that.
Right.
I have a
Well, see,
natural
if this was a higher rated stream, I would say
My
if
natural
Silas
cut
needs to
20.
stop eating children, Argento needs to stop eating Fruit Loops, and Demira needs to stop eating green hags.
And I need to stop drinking poison.
I have 3 cats. Desme. Also, hi, Desme. I didn't see you in chat, but hi. Hi. Good to see you. All right, Argento. Memorable moments, if you would be so kind. You are muted, sir. Tiny silence wizard. I slay you. Thwack. Nope. Try again. Thwack.
There's multiple.
Jesus. All right, hold on 1 second. I just. Son of a.
Murray, help us.
Is it gone?
Oh yeah, you're using Murray. Okay.
Here. Charles,
We just need to
check
press
your
the,
connections
mute
real quick because you're unmuted on Zoom. So check your connections. Like, what kind of headphones are you using?
While they're doing his, I'll do mine if you want, Michael.
Yeah, okay. But did you just turn off your lights? Okay, no, you didn't. It just because I know we could see the lights from your monitor, so it kind of looked like you're like, all right, where's my sound?
Nice.
All right, Vigog, let's try that.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So yes, I am Neil from Immersion Diversion. I play games, like video games, and I do tabletops as well. I'm currently doing a Pokemon tabletop. My most favorable moment was definitely when we were in the town, leaving the Baron's place, and it was just all the townspeople like slowly like coming into us and like surrounding, and we're just like, Vigog just freaking out, just guys. That definitely had to be my favorite, just because everybody was like, "Oh, we'll do this," and Vigog's like, "No, we need to stay together." That was fun.
And I can I say I also love how you tied that back into your story at the end. That was really cool.
That was pretty cool. I was like, I gotta do something with that. So, but yeah, that was neat. And then you were like slowly, I could see you just slowly threatening us with the like elder dragon slowly creeping up on us. I'm like, oh no, come on!
Yeah, no, because I knew you guys can actually see the map with my vision on it, so that's why I was like, oh, I'm gonna move it.
That was
I'm gonna move it.
creepiness. So like, we got elder dragon and people surrounding us, and I'm like, no, please, let's just go.
We guys just, can we run now? How about now? Now? Now.
Yes. Yeah. Meanwhile, there's Tim going, I don't know what just happened here, but why are we talking to everyone with a pulse between here and the place we were supposed to go? Like
And simultaneously complaining about it.
yeah. Do you know how often this is the weird thing. This is the weird thing. Me and Tim have been friends for the longest time. And anyone who has ever seen me and Tim talk to each other would think that we're like the worst enemies. Like we argue so often and so much.
Because you're an asshole.
You're an asshole. But but the thing is, right, is there are moments like this where me and Tim are just so in sync that our feelings of like what the hell is going on just are so perfectly aligned. I was in Demiro's shoes that whole time. Like any character, doesn't matter what I'd be playing, any character I had would have been with Demiro just then and going, "What are you doing? Why are you talking to that old woman who is selling candy on the streets?" Yes. Why did you go and talk to the fishmonger? Why are you asking the fishmonger for directions for the place we just got directions to? He literally said it's outside the house. In fact, I think I see it. Yes. It was brilliant. I loved everything about how you characterized that. It was awesome.
Oh, I think you're good, by the way. I think me and her.
It was great. It was great. Do we have an Argento?
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Yay!
Murray did well.
There it is.
You're welcome.
Bloody Mary.
My technical savvy skills have increased since I made level 8. So anyway, going on with my most memorable moment, I think, was falling in line with what Kyle was saying about the dream sequence, but it was actual Kyle's storytelling. I love a good storytelling, but Kyle's story was a bit
That was heavy.
very immersive. Yeah, it was very immersive. I really enjoyed it. I was like, shit, I want to know more about that.
I heard him mention
Tell me the story of what's going on.
What?
Oh, no.
Yeah, forget
I'm a
Curse of
big
Strahd. Forget Curse of
fan.
Strahd. We're going to go back into Ipsilis's backstory.
Well,
We're going to play
seriously,
Curse's
a big fan
backstory.
of Dante Alighieri's, the Divine Comedy, and obviously,
Ooh, yeah.
and so that was a bit reminiscent of the whole the layers of hell. So it was very very good. I enjoyed that.
Oh, that's
You
awesome.
did great.
Glad Ipsilis got to revisit his chopping out fingers and toes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm really glad that we took that time.
Scary.
I'm so glad that we took that time to watch like Ipsilis go through how he was brutally tortured. Speaking of,
I'm
not speaking of, what am I
absolutely
saying?
here for it because I'm gonna do that to those kids.
Jesus Christ. Guys,
Wanna
ladies and
know
gentlemen,
what a
boys and
demon
girls,
be like?
I would like to welcome our raiders. Thank you so much to Roll for Damage. Guys, if you don't know who Roll for Damage are, Roll for Damage are some wonderful streamers from my hometown of WA. They do a bunch of really, really cool streams, led by the incredible Nova, and featuring, of course, some of the best people I know. Cossack Nico, which is my good friend Nikolai, and of course none other than AJ Winters from Winter's Tales, who, as of Sunday, had her very first Twitch stream, celebrating 200 followers on YouTube.
Whoa.
AJ, if you're in chat, put a link to your YouTube and your Twitch in chat. Do it. Do it right now. Oh, and there's Hardway Jones. We have all the people coming in. What's
Wow.
up, Hardway Jones? Me and Mrs. Jones. No, I shouldn't say that. No. And of course, there's Cove, which is of course our dear friend, our dear friend Josh the Pirate, and of course their lovely and amazingly talented partner, the Mother of Bunnies. Welcome in. Oh my God, so many people. All right, now, guys, unfortunately, you have caught me at the end of our stream. It's your boy Smitty. You've caught us at the end of the stream. We're just doing a chill wind down because you guys have come in. Stick around because we're gonna go raid someone. But for two reasons. Number one is I'm gonna do a quick recap so you guys can kind of figure out what the hell this is. Number two, if you stick around for the raid, you'll earn channel points. If you earn channel points on my channel, you can actually interact with the game, throwing in plot twists, side quests, NPCs, and monsters. And raiding is a good way to get a big old chunk of channel points. So stick around. We'll be maybe another 5 minutes or so. All right. So memorable moments. We are now going to our lovely Esther. Esther, what was your most memorable moment for today?
We covered a good deal of them. I thought the bear was interesting. I'd never heard of a taxidermy golem.
Awesome.
That's cool. I'm glad you like that one. The taxidermy golem is basically the reanimated corpse of a creature that has been taxidermied. But more importantly is that this is a soul-bound doll. So in order to have a soul-bound doll, you have to affix a soul to a inanimate object. As a golem, it was originally designed to just intimidate people. So it was just, like there to freak people out. But then mixing the two together, it actually had a bit of a personality and was actually made it all the more unsettling. So I'm glad you liked that one. That was a very cool little additive that I threw in for fun.
Yeah, I also liked, I guess more in general, just how much I really love art, being someone who draws a lot, that they included the Raven iconography so that you could because being able to put messages and hidden things into art is something I very much appreciate.
Oh yeah, no, the artists for Curse of Strahd are incredible. They do some amazing work, and they've definitely tied in a lot of really cool references from all the stuff there. So, yay! Thank you for that. That's super appreciated. Also, thank you to Noria for gifting a sub to Mother Urbanis. Thank you very much. You wonderful, wonderful person, you. My God. Oh, okay. Demiro. Memorable moments.
Yeah, I also like the bear trying to find out its backstory.
Well, I mean, there is a mystery to it. There is actually a thing you could track down.
I still want to dig into that a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I kind of thought it'd be cool if we did actually bring it so we could help it go back to where its like original home was, you know. But also I figured like if it's the bear, well, yeah, no, but like we take the plaque part too, so that I was thinking if there was a chance that we could have it, like have it attack things, just put it on a shield for a Jinto, and so just got a bear attacking shield. So it's like,
take it from one prison to another. Sounds like a great idea.
I mean, yeah, that'd be fine.
Until we bring it back home,
finally put to rest that age-old question: does a bear head sit in the woods?
Oh my
Jesus Christ!
God. You're the worst.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let us go very quickly through a lovely recap of our adventure so that we can share with you people who have just joined what we have gone through. Now, for those of you who don't know about the story of Curse of Strahd, there are no spoilers because we did not do anything remotely Curse of Strahd today. Our group has arrived in a small town called Vallaki, where they're in search of one of the students of Vagag, who is our Goliath chronomancer, who is a teacher. Several of his students have gone missing in Barovia, and he has been journeying with his partners Arginto, the Dragonborn Paladin, who has recently been knighted as a Silver Dragon Paladin, our dear friend Demiro, who is a bard and satyr, a wanderer and a taster of delicious and wonderful things throughout Barovia, Esther, the changeling cleric, who divines through the use of portents and kind of very Louisiana-inspired magics. And of course, Ipselis, the latest addition to the group, a horizon walker from the realms of Avernus that has arrived to try and find their long-lost sibling, who they believe has treated with the vampire Count Strahd. Now, in the town of Vallaki, things are not as they seem. Everyone seems bizarrely happy. Now, that in itself is not an unusual thing, but the fact is that everyone seems to talk about how amazing the town is, how everyone who comes to the town wants to stay, and no one's really ever figured out why. The group went and spoke with the Burgermeister, the mayor of the town, which they had learnt had seen some people moving in and out, but had never heard of the person that Vagag was looking for. Thus, they told Vagag that they should try over at the local inn. But things have begun to get even more weird, with the townsfolk now keeping more than a weather gaze cast upon our group as they travel. Things have become even more unsettling as time has gone by. The group, almost surrounded by people, managed to kind of push their way towards the inn, where they have met a small family known as the Marikov family, who run the inn and have offered accommodation. They also mentioned that Vagag's student was in fact in the inn, and without having enough money to pay for accommodation and the like, they offered a free room and board for a little bit of time spent working. They also recommended her for work at a place known as the Waterhouse. During the night's rest, however, our heroes fell into a nightmarish sleep, each of them experiencing a portion of their worst realms where they could have possibly found themselves. And deep within their mind, a creature, an entity, a being of psionic darkness spoke to them. And that is none other than the Elder Brain Dragon. Now, for those of you who haven't been to my channel before and haven't visited, we are very audience participation heavy. I read the chat almost constantly. We have channel point rewards, but we also have actual paid rewards for people to do stuff. Now, the secret menu is something that we have. It's a very, very big donation of $100, and it comes with world-shattering consequences. We have had our first secret menu purchase for this game, and of course, it went none other to the Elder Brain Dragon, a creature that was found in Fizzbang's the Fizzbang's New Guide to Dragons, and it is now very quickly become the major bad guy of this particular region. So things such as Strahd not being able to have any influence in this area. What was that?
Could be the major good guy of the region.
Oh, yeah, it could be technically he is, because Strahd doesn't come to this town anymore, and now you guys kind of know why. Like, Strahd looks out his window, like peeks through like the blinds, and he's just like,
Nope.
I am not dealing with this.
No, he just looks in a
He takes he takes the new vampire like prince to the roof, and he says, "Look out, my son. Behold, this is the land of Barovia. Everything that the darkness touches is yours."
But father, what about this place?
That place is fucked. Have you seen what grows there? It is a giant dragon brain lizard monster. Don't go there, son. Okay? Do yourself a favor. Never go to Vallaki. Never go to Vallaki. Vallaki is dead to us. Deader than your mother. Okay? It's dead. It's gone.
Except for the parties.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, so I don't know why, but thank you so much to the people who have instigated a hype train during my recap. Why can't my... So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to point out as well, the shows that are predominantly on my channel are 2 hours long. The reason they're 2 hours long is because I value you, my lovely audience members, and I know how important your time is. So, if you want to keep up with my games, it's much shorter than most other games because we do 2 hour stints, right? But for some reason... whoever is doing this in chat, and I love you. I love all of you. Every single one of you, and I will give some proper thanks. Every single one of you hype train me either as I'm signing off or as I'm signing on, never during my games.
That's because they're too busy watching the game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I appreciate that, but I'm like we're leaving.
It'd be distracting if the screen had all these green things flashing everywhere and hype train going off while we're trying to do a session.
I mean, that's true. I mean, but it does also technically mean it does extend it. All right. So, guys, I'm going to quickly read through chat. If you guys in the audience have any favorite moments or any questions you have for myself or the cast, let me know, and then we'll go raid someone. All right. Oh my god. I fell so far behind. Okay, here we go.
I just gotta say real quick that if we manage to beat this thing, then that means Strahd has to fear us now because he's afraid of it.
It's very true. It's very true.
My suggestion before was we get it on side and get it to help us beat Strahd.
Leave it alive to pull the fog down and we succeed. Just leave the Elder Dragon alive. Okay.
All right. Favorite moment from Poked Your Eye Out Games. The moment I came in and you did a spectacular rendition of Murray, hands down my favorite moment. You know what? Murray is one of my favorite characters in video game culture and video game history. He originally had a different name, but when the group picked him up and kept him, I was like, you know what? I'm renaming him Murray. He's in. So Murray is now.
To be fair, we tried to kill him.
Yep. Deal with it, Michael. Thanks, Myth. Jesus. All right. Let's see what else we have. Lots of defense duels. I heard about the Pokemon tabletop and want to hear more about it. That is from Lord Garthan, and I believe the person to ask for that is none other than our wonderful Neil. Neil, you are playing a Pokemon tabletop game, yes?
Yes, I am.
When are you doing it? Where are you doing it? Tell us about it.
So, we play it on, it's Wednesday night, 7 p.m. CST. It's kind of every other week now, because it's all based on my player schedules. But basically what's going on is they arrived at the Pokemon, it's like the Pokemon Earth, but it's a different Earth because since we're playing a space campaign, so there's multiple different planets for all the different typings in the Pokemon world. So there's a fire type planet, there's a bug type planet. They're currently at the space age Earth is where they went to, and they're trying to figure out why the planet has split in half. So they're kind of in they manage. It's you'll have to go watch it, but it's hard to explain because there's so much going on for even me, and I'm like, oh gosh.
And when are you streaming?
So the next time we are streaming will be the 15th at 7 CST, 7 p.m. Yes.
Very well. Mark it on the calendars. And put it and do a quick shout out if we can, or put a link in. You'll get there. Thank you everyone for the hype train. We'll give some thanks and then we'll go raid. You can't hype train me again. You can't do that. It's not allowed. Newbie Goddess says we like to wait for you to say something and then say, all right, time to find someone to raid. Then you start a train. Yeah, it's. I don't know what to do at that point. Like he literally ties my hands and I'm like, okay, hi. Do you like pineapples? I mean, Jesus, I got nothing, okay? I reached the end of my content, and I reached the end of my bit. The constant, but something happened to the brewery. Okay, Calindria says that was the favorite moment, was the whole, like, there were apparently this brewery that we had all this beautiful wine, and then Argento turning around going, yeah, you know what that was? That was the equivalent of one of the kids at my youth center coming in and going, I don't even know what a brewery is. like what? It's like, yeah, what's a brewery?
Nobody there.
And he passed it. He made the bluff check. So I was like, all right, well, I guess this guy doesn't know anything about this thing. It's like, went there and no one was there. Like just no one? Yeah, no one was there. Well, I guess no one was there.
Yeah, I did say.
Oh my god!
I did say there's nobody there, and he said, so there was no one there, and I was like, well, not anymore.
That was pretty good.
That's why I passed the bluff. I was being.
Somebody smashed all the crates.
That's right. Argento broke all the crates of wine.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
That's why I was like,
no wine
everywhere.
for this poor town.
All right.
Two freshly dug graves in the backyard.
All right. Lord Garthon has a question for McBluff. How are you not blinded by the sunlight shining directly on your face?
I answered that for you,
Oh, you did? You said you're at. Oh, you are. Okay, good. Excellent.
That's hilarious.
Sun
Let's
is
see.
Oh my God.
literally rises right outside my window.
Mythical Turian has unlocked the skeleton badge. Congratulations, you have broken through your subscriber badge tombstone, and now you are a member of the Legion of Dead. Yes, you are now part of the Legion of the Dead Aussie Gamers. So yay! We have a lot of people coming now into the Dead Realms, and then we've got a few Death Knights, and we got 1 or 2 Liches roaming around as well, which is cool. Very nice. I'd say you're not the boss of me, but you have the power to kill me every Sunday. Yes, it's very true, Arjuna. You are on my table now. Ha 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 ha. All right, question. Can we call Ipselis Fruit Dad?
Absolutely.
Good. Excellent. I'm only going to shine a spotlight on it because I am very considerate. But I had been tossing up whether or not it was appropriate to call you Fruit Dad for quite some time, and I was like, nah, play it safe. Better not.
I am absolutely a proud member of the Alphabet Mafia.
Good.
So I am absolutely here for it.
Good.
The
Excellent.
Alphabet Mafia
So there you go.
get many a nickname.
Nice.
There you have it. So Ipselis is absolutely Fruit Dad, or Fruit Father, or the Fruit Father. You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Oh, the fruit.
With a pavlova of all things. No, okay.
I do love that. I should have known that. Like, I do love that you know Alphabet Mafia. I just love that you know Alphabet Mafia.
Oh
That's
yes.
great.
Oh, well, it's just honestly, it's because new letters are added like daily, and I'm just like, I can't. It will take me 15 minutes to get
It
through.
becomes
all of
pie.
them.
You're just like reciting pie at this
He
point.
does have wings, so he could just be the fruit bat.
All right. I'll tell you what. We'll do one last thing. We'll do one last thing before we sign up, because poor Charles has been here and being so patient. All right. One last thing. New poll. So we're doing a poll. Ipselis's new name.
Does anyone remember fruit leather?
This
I
has
do.
been a
Yeah, it
long
is.
5
Like roll-ups
minutes.
and stuff, right?
Yeah, roll-ups.
All right.
Yes.
So yeah, Fruit Father, Fruit Daddy.
I have the beard. I have the beard to be a fruit daddy.
Fruit Dad.
Papa.
Let's see. Papa Fruit.
Father fruit. If we want
Papa
to take it to a
fruit.
religious place.
Papa's fruit.
Papa
I will
Like
absolutely
Papa
turn
fruit.
Ipsilis into a demigod of fruit named
What about Tutti Frutti?
Like-
Fruity.
Father Fruit. Yeah, okay, we'll go Father Fruit. Okay, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have it. It's on a 1-minute timer. There it is. Make your votes. This is going to be an official nickname. There's going to be an official nickname. It'll be an official one too. It's not going to be a fake one. It's going to be this is it. This is it. The poll is up. Take your votes.
Right.
Cast them in.
You should be so proud, Kyle. Your character is going to get an official nickname.
Yes.
Oh no.
Well, I feel again like most of my channel is about audience satisfaction, so I feel like votes always do well. And someone called for a vote, so I was like, you know what, we can do a vote. All right, I feel like there's a very distinct winner here already.
Good.
Started a fruit cult. You know what?
Yep, absolutely.
Yes. Okay, Dr. Y, I have to ask you this. You aren't the one who started the bread cult on Save or Die, are you? Because I'm still wondering who began that. Produce Papa. Yeah. Okay. So while we're waiting for the poll to finish, which it just did, Fruit Daddy. Fruit Daddy. All right, Fruit Daddy.
Fruit Daddy.
It is now official.
Right.
In fact, I'm now adding it to. Okay, so just so you guys can see this, here is Ipselis's character sheet. Okay, there it is.
No.
Okay, Ipselis Candor, and then in little things is Fruit Daddy. There it is.
Yep, that's right.
Right there.
That's right.
It's official.
It's me.
That's it. It's done.
Me.
Bam, Fruit Daddy. But yeah, long story short, Save or Dice was a wonderful show that ran for a few seasons a couple years back with my friend Guy from How to Be a Great GM. And the weird thing was it ended up with a cult of bread. And there were emojis of bread, and there were people talking of yeast and bread, and it was a whole thing, and I don't know, but yeah. Yep, there you go. All right, so yeah, if you want to check it out, Save or Die was a very cool show. Very cool show for a while. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go and raid someone. Now,
Well, we're about to start in just a sec since we went really long here. So we're actually available to be rated.
Well,
I
have
wouldn't
you started?
mind if you.
You've started?
Uh-huh.
He did, yeah. His players.
All right, there we go.
Of how long we spent here is whenever we have daylight savings.
I love
Oh,
it.
you're like,
I
I
love
need
it.
this opportunity.
I don't mean to, because I
I
don't want to keep, like I said, I don't want to keep poor Charles here. We're not doing this every week, right, guys? Just FYI, because Charles is on the other side of Australia. I mean, it's going on midnight for me, which means it's like close to 3 a.m. for poor
Right.
Charles. Okay.
Oh my
It's not
god!
every day we get an Elder Brain Dragon, so.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's true. It's
Right.
not every day we get an Elder Brain. Okay, so thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you, of course, to you, my amazing and wonderful audience. Thank you for all of the subs, the donations. To Mythical Turian, Chaotic Platypus, Ire Genasi, Calindria, Newbie Goddess, Desme, Sumgen, Noria, more Desme, Play Nerd Allies, Notu, and of course, all of the wonderful people. Carney Sideshow. Carney, when did you sneak in? Carney Sideshow. Ladies and gentlemen, also check out Carney Sideshow. Yes, all of you wonderful people, thank you so much for your support, your love, and your care. Thank you to our sponsors, Hero Forge for the wonderful artworks, Fantasy Grounds for the wonderful VTT, and of course, Sirenscape for the beautiful sounds. Thank you, all of you. Until we meet again, which will probably be tomorrow on Infinite Black, where I'm playing Vast Grim, or on Friday, where I'm back here playing Ruby Phoenix. As always, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone!
Bye! Bye!